And we are live. Ugh. Well, I guess we're back for episode 2 of the Albadoo podcast. We have a new guest today, Thomas. He was not here last time, but Nick was. We are short one person, but that's fine. You can work with us. Boys, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thomas, resident, local Florida resident, not local at all.
Not local, interstate, if you will.
Yeah.
Florida resident.
Here,
Oh, I need to turn the live stream down.
one person, but that's fine.
Yeah, the voices
Alright.
in my head are getting louder.
Mine.
And then Nick,
Silence.
your local IT professional in training.
I already said local. You can't steal my thing. It's plagiarism.
Your Emporia in training IT professional. You can see the Tide Pods in the background right there. I ate them for breakfast.
It's a well-balanced breakfast.
It's how I cope
Milk
with
or no
having
milk?
It's how I cope with having to learn fucking Linux, dude. That shit is AIDS. Swear to
Yes.
God.
What's
That's
the
true.
worst
Setting up
coding
the
you have to deal with?
Do what?
What's the worst coding program to deal with so far?
Well, it's not like coding programs, because coding is like C# and like writing video games and like having to do math and shit. It's like command
Java.
programs that like have to do with like your operating system. So like you're setting up fucking like people's operating systems like over networks and stuff. So like our Chromebooks, for example, it's like administrating those, but since it's Chromebooks, it sucks automatically. Like it's terrible. Because Chrome OS is dog shit. It's like, well, no, I don't know. I guess Chrome OS isn't bad itself. It's just, it's a really light OS that doesn't have much to it. So you can like make the laptops as shitty as possible. So like the Chromebooks just are not good at all. They have like nothing to them at all.
It's not
And-
like we couldn't tell from high school or anything, right?
They're so slow. Like you can get high-end Chromebooks, but
Yeah.
at that point, just get a laptop. Like, come on.
I've not had a positive experience with the Chromebooks. It's
hard.
always
It's
awful.
Hard too. It's hard too.
so slow.
They are.
Laptops in general, really.
I don't know. I guess it depends. Like old
You need a
laptops.
good laptop.
Like old laptops, they'd be like this thick. Like the old ones Miss Fisher used to have with like the hard drives inside them. They'd be like this thick, this big, and like they run like crap because they have these tiny little like hard disk drives in them, and they like
Right.
just can't run things because it's just abominably slow because they have to be mobile as well. It's just they
My
suck.
mom has one that weighs like 50 pounds essentially. It's so
Oh, God.
old. She has
You
it
know,
from, like,
my
early
mom
2000s.
actually has. My mom has a nice laptop, actually.
My
It's
dad
pretty
has
good.
My dad has got a new MacBook the other week. I don't remember. It was like a month ago or something, but it's pretty nice.
Wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having a MacBook.
They're not
Maybe
bad. They're
for
just
school.
they're for sure overpriced. They're not bad though.
Oh yeah,
Typical
average Apple product for you though. Yeah.
I mean, it's made good, but you know.
Here's $2,000
Right.
on a laptop that'll like do everything you need, but it's $2,000 even though it's worth like probably $1,000 at most.
Yeah, I don't know. Apple's fine.
Not much of an Apple guy.
Yeah,
personally. I have AirPods. But
Yeah, I've always had well, except for my first phone, but I wouldn't really count that since that's like I had it for like a year and then it broke. But I've had Apple phones basically since like 8th grade. I mean, they work fine, but their battery runs like shit after like 2 years. They like peter out after like 2 hours. It's really bad.
right.
Like my iPhone 7 couldn't even run like Bloons Tower Defense 5 for more than like an hour.
No way.
After going from like
Yeah.
dude, it went from like 100 to 20 at school. It was so bad. And like being in the Genius Bar, just like doing nothing in a sensory deprivation tank for like 7 hours a day. It's terrible.
But
Numbing.
the thing with I actually really like the AirPods. The thing is though is I think my left AirPod is like a little quieter than my right AirPod, so I just feel like I'm going deaf because it's just a little bit louder on the right side. Annoys the hell out of me every time I
Yeah.
use them.
I don't know. I don't have wireless. What are they called? Wireless.
Earbuds?
Yep. Wireless earbuds. That's the word I'm looking for. So I don't know.
I would go that route. I have a wireless headset, earbuds, the AirPods. I don't think I'm ever going back to wired. It's such a life-changing experience getting the wireless headset.
I mean, these are wireless. It's just that the mic doesn't sound as good at all, and the audio just is a very big step down. So like, it's
That's
not
true.
wireless. It's not very good.
It's like the headset I have, the Razer Kraken V2s. Like, they sound good, but they're wired, which I'm fine with because they're in my PC at all times. Like, I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah.
It's not like the
Comfortable.
wire gets in the way.
I definitely want to get some new headphones at some point though. Like what ones was I looking at earlier? They're called like the Sennheiser HD 600s, I believe. But they're
Sennheiser?
$400. Yeah,
The fuck is that?
Yeah.
it's a brand.
Last time I bought headphones, I went
Oh!
all out and got a nice pair of SteelSeries headphones.
SteelSeries is pretty good.
I've seen
But
those.
yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about getting those, but they're $400. Like they'd last me like a decade, but still.
I think I got. Wait, did I get the Razer Kraken?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'll wait. I guess I'll wait till I get an actual job because that's like
No,
a lot of money.
Sony headphones are pretty good.
Sony
That's
is
true.
nice. I have a Sony
Sony's
speaker.
pretty solid.
I have a Sony speaker, and that shit sounds clear as hell.
Yeah, I watch like what's his nuts Dank Pods on YouTube. I watch him sometimes. He like does like audio stuff. He bought like this big ass AirPod that was like a speaker from like China. It was made like shit, but it was like the shaft was like this big around, and the like actual like bud part of it was like massive. It was like the size of your head, but it was just a huge speaker, and it sounded like shit. It was so funny.
I remember when I used to get speakers all the time. I'd always get like the shitty ones from Dollar General.
The fucking Smoke Creation speaker, dude.
Dude, we don't talk about it.
That thing was so greasy after like one shift. You just had it in the back on the bread rack. It was so gross.
Are you talking about the one I brought to work?
Yeah.
That's the same one I used on a daily.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awful.
Have you cleaned it?
Yeah, I cleaned it off.
Okay, I would. Oh.
You think I
So,
just
like-
you think I just let it sit there in grease?
I would not be surprised.
Fair enough.
Damn.
Can't really argue with
Grease
that.
goblin. God damn.
I mean, that's literally what Smoke Creations was. Like, you would walk in there and
No,
you'd immediately be
true.
covered in grease. Like, there was no way
Oh my
around it.
God. That place was a cesspit. I don't know how I stayed there for 2.5 years. Oh god, that was terrible.
I did not know you worked there for 2.5 years.
I did.
That's insane.
Well, when was it? It was. When did I start working at Walmart? I started working at Walmart last year, so that would have been senior year of 2021. Yeah, 2021 of November. I was at Smoke Creations for 2 years, so senior year. Yeah, that would have been the freshman after, or the summer after freshman year was when I started working at Smoke Creations.
I started working
Literally when I was 15.
That's kind of insane, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I was trying to get a job at Lowe's recently. It never got back. I never applying for some places. You gotta like go on their website and talk to a robot, and then you gotta
You're cutting out a bit.
hope they
Yeah,
contact and fill out another. It's so absurdly complicated, and I hate it so much.
Your mic's cutting out a little
It's
bit.
awful.
It was like cut out for like a second, and then like
He might still be
Went
making
back.
food. That could be the reason.
Are you making
What?
food, or are you like by your
No,
Xbox?
no, I'm right here.
Well, it's
Hmm,
cutting out. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. No big deal.
Mm.
Whatever. Speaking of Greece, I guess, what's your like least favorite restaurant to go to? Like, I don't know, fast food wise, I guess, since it's like like nationwide and everyone would know what we're like talking about.
McDonald's in Ottawa sucks.
Well, that's like,
Okay, McDonald's in general is mid. Like it's mid, but they have
yeah,
like
it's
some of their foods peak. Like their McChickens, absolutely fire. I could fuck those up all day.
I don't
But
well,
I don't
yeah,
go to Walmart expecting, or not Walmart, what? McDonald's. I don't go to McDonald's expecting the cream of the crop.
well,
Like I go in there with the anticipation that it's probably pretty bad. So
well,
I can't be disappointed when it is bad. It meets my.
I mean, I suppose, but I don't know. I feel like McDonald's, especially lately, has just gotten more and more expensive, but I don't know, the portion sizes just haven't changed at all, and the food it just tastes the same. So it's like, what is it like? $7, $8 for a Big Mac meal now when it used to be like $5. Like,
it's like if
it's
you
just not
wanna,
worth it for me
I
anymore.
get
So I go to Taco Bell. You can get like a $5 cravings box. You can get a chalupa,
well, it's like
uh
two tacos.
I did- Like
no,
a
it's just one
four-piece.
taco, but you can also get like a cheesy fiesta potato bowl, which is basically like another taco, which is really good, underrated in my opinion.
They are good.
And you can get a Baja Blast, which is pretty huge, honestly.
It's
It's
like
pretty good
Yeah,
value.
a four-piece McNugget at McDonald's is like 350. It's absurd.
Really?
yeah,
Yes,
That's a
350.
dollar. No way. I'm
That was a
looking that up.
dollar menu item, wasn't it?
it used to be.
What?
It's
Yeah,
like I
that
went.
was definitely a dollar menu item.
It's like I got McDonald's tonight because I got hungry and I wanted McDonald's. I went to McDonald's. I ordered a single McChicken, add bacon. Usually adding bacon adds maybe $1, and a large fry and a large sweet tea. It was
It's
$9.50.
$3.29. What?
No, it's actually absurd. Like
That's
it's hard to go to McDonald's without spending like $15 for like a full meal. It's wild.
wow. That's like absolutely absurd. That's why I said Pizza Shuttle's good. Like it's a local. I think local, but I
I've
don't know
never
where
had
it's at.
pizza Hut.
There's one in Manhattan and Lawrence. I know that, but like $10 for like a 14-inch pizza is a pretty good deal. And you can get a what's it called, a walk-in special where you get a drink and a pizza for $6.50. I think it's a 10-inch
It's
pizza.
huge.
It's actually really it's like pretty good. It's not like anything that'll blow your socks off, but it's like better than Pizza Hut, and it's like a third of the price.
Have you guys ever
So
gone to Pizza
Right.
Street in Olathe?
Is it the
There's
buffet? That's the
Yeah.
buffet, isn't it?
Yeah.
yeah, that's what
No,
you
they have the brownie. Like
yeah,
they're
they
the
have
brownies,
the
yeah.
brownies.
The
Yeah, they're
powdered
pretty good.
sugar and the
Yeah, it's basically like CC's if I'm
right.
if
CC's
I'm
is
being
good.
honest. CC's pretty good. I haven't been there in a while. I went there for my little brother's birthday party like 4 years ago or something like that. We did laser tag. It was pretty fun, but I don't know. I haven't been to
You
like a buffet restaurant in a while other than Pizza Ranch like twice. Or well, I went to Pizza Ranch twice and then Pizza Hut once. Other than that, I
were
haven't been to one in
you
like years.
were you there with us last 4th of July? I'm trying to remember.
I
I
wasn't.
know, dude.
Dude.
We ordered. Okay, hold on. We ordered Pizza Hut, and they said it'd be an hour, which was fine because it was 4th of July, and I'm sure there's a lot of people getting pizza for delivery. So they said it was an hour, which is fine. And we ordered the big box, the big dinner box, which was like $40, which is absolutely absurd. But it took them 2 hours to give us our pizza, dude.
Is the big dinner box like the one that has like the four like fold out thing or not like fold out like pull out things from the
It's
box?
it's got I know this because I get it so frequently. It's got two single topping square pan pizzas. It comes with, I think, 12 wings, and it also comes with cheese breadsticks.
Interesting.
Just I think it's $30, which isn't bad, but tax and then tip kind of
Not worth it in
taxes
my
on.
opinion. It's kind of
Yeah.
ass. I don't know. Pizza Hut just isn't there for me. Actually, that's not entirely true. Pizza Hut is there whenever you go into their buffet because it's $10
Oh
for
yeah.
their buffet.
Last time I got Pizza Hut buffet, I remember I counted up the plates, like I stacked them next to me. I got 12 plates of Pizza Hut buffet. It's like
Damn.
I will absolutely ravage the buffet table
Dude,
at
you made
Pizza
him
Hut.
spend like $6. How could you?
I know, dude.
Because they
I
put
really
like the
got the value out
cheapest,
of my buffet,
put
dude.
like the cheapest shit out on the fucking heat tables to fucking
Yeah,
dry out and crust.
I'm a Pizza Hut guy, dude.
I don't know. Pizza's
I'm an enjoyer.
Pizza's
You
okay.
can't out Pizza the Hut, dude.
I think
It's
Domino's out pizzas the Hut quite
no, no.
frequently.
Oh, that's a
Ooh, that's a
interesting
bad
take.
take. And
You know, no. You know, I gotta say,
they do
Papa
thin
John's
crust
is
so
better
much
than
better.
Domino's.
They do. Domino's is like when it comes to thin crust, they are unmatched when it comes to thin crust. If I'm being
Why would
honest.
you ever get thin crust, dude? That's the thing.
Because I like thin crust. I don't know. The crust is like the worst part in my opinion.
That is. I'm so sorry. That is a horrible take.
What do you mean?
Dude, the crust is like the best part. It's like
How do you figure you're
it.
eating baked
You look.
bread?
No, you look forward to the crust the whole way through the pizza, and you reach the crust and you get to just crunch into that. It's like a bonus breadstick at the end of the pizza.
I want
It's
my
like
breadsticks to be seasoned though.
no,
It's not.
it's fine.
Yes, because otherwise you're just eating bread. There's no like. There's nothing.
You
There's
know,
nothing of substance there.
We'll get stuffed crust then.
No, because that's extra. Why would I get stuffed crust when I can get thin crust for the same price?
Wait, do you know how they make the stuffed crust? I'm so serious. It's funny. I didn't.
Don't they put just like cheese sticks and then just like roll it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like just a mozzarella stick and they roll it over.
Yeah, like it's
Like
nothing,
I don't know.
It's nothing special.
I don't know why I didn't like understand that before. I mean, it makes so much sense, but it feels so cheap. Like
I mean, I don't know how else they would do it. They don't
guess
just like
I don't know.
inject it into there with like a soda.
That was my headcanon. That's that's what I imagined before I
That'd be
realized
so
how they actually did it.
impractical, dude.
Like they had molten cheese that they injected into the crust.
Molten cheese.
Like a
they
donut, dude. Like they
No.
inject it into a donut. They don't fold the donut over, so I figured they just like injected it like a donut.
Are you hearing this guy?
I'm just I'm not acknowledging it. I'm listening. I'm not acknowledging
It just made the
Interesting.
most sense logically to me,
I
anyways.
guess. I mean, your brain works weird.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's fucking stupid.
I
Anyway,
think
yesterday I got done with class and I was thinking I had to work because I usually work on Wednesdays, right? But then I looked at the schedule and I didn't work. Tell me that is not like the best feeling ever. Like
it's
thinking
such
you
a
have to work.
mundane story.
No, I
I'm
get
leading
exactly
into
where
something.
I get exactly where you're going, bro.
Okay, go on then.
Tell me it's not like the best feeling like 30 minutes before you're working and then you look at the schedule and realize you don't work on a day you usually work. Like I don't know if you get that, but like
I do, because back
No,
when
I get that. That's true.
back when
Yeah,
we used to work
like-
small creations, like I would wake up some morning, like my sleeping schedule was completely fucked. When I
wake
worked
up and
this-
they send the schedule to like 15 different group chats that were
Yeah.
in for some reason. Yeah.
There was that, and my sleeping schedule was so bad that I would go to sleep at like 9 a.m., wake up at 3 or 4, and then go into work. And then there'd be
That was
some
literally
days, there'd be some days I would get up, go there, and then they'd be like, "Why are you here?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And they're like, "You're not on the schedule." And I'm like, "Oh!" And then I go back home, and I'm just like, "Thank God."
Yeah, but there were also days where you went in there willingly when you knew you weren't on the schedule.
Yeah, there was. There was. I have.
That's
Weirdo.
awful.
You are a weirdo for that.
It was
Would
extra
you?
money, so I didn't really complain too much. But
No, you didn't even get paid. You went in there, made yourself a sandwich, and walked out.
oh yeah, I did do that because I got
Like,
hungry.
I
I mean, free
guess
food, I guess.
I
Right?
still can do that, by the way. I still have the ability to do that. They don't care. Because I'll walk in, I'll help them for like 20 minutes, I'll make myself something, and I'll leave, and they don't care.
It's because your unpaid labor is worth a lot more.
Yeah, unpaid labor goes crazy. If I'm being honest.
We love unpaid labor on the Goon Squad podcast.
No.
Real.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
You know, I don't
tell
think.
you- No.
Oh, yeah, go on. No.
Oh, thank you so much. But working during the fucking holiday season at Walmart is the most miserable thing you could ever imagine. Like, if you're stuck on a register, you're just checking out people like the entire time, and your line is literally to the like it's out in the center aisle. So like, it's just miserable to look at. And then if you're at a self checkout, you're like having to like, oh my
You
god,
have to
you know that
wait for so long.
Black Friday.
self checkouts that like not even Black Friday, just like before Christmas. You know this at the self checkouts they'll like have the age checks whenever you're trying to buy like super glue or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'll have like 5 of those come up at once. Then I'm having to go to each one of those, and then someone tries to like steal something. So I have like asset protection, like catch them at the door. Then they come over to me. They're like, "Hey, did you know that person was stealing something?" And I'm like, no, I'm kind of like doing 15 fucking things over here. You know, I don't just have my thumb up my ass. There's like 15 machines over here that I have to look at, and then I have to like go to 5 different ones at the same time because there's these idiots trying to buy flex tape for some fucking reason. I just don't have the
Is flex
I don't
tape
have,
age restricted?
it is. It's either
That's
no. It might
strange.
be. It's either flex. It's one of the flex products. I don't
At
know. If
least
It's
I would
probably the
imagine
spray flex.
seal.
yeah, no. I think it's
Yeah.
the spray because it's an aerosol or whatever. But yeah,
Right.
like
Oh
I'm not
yeah,
just
yeah.
standing there with my thumb up my ass. Like I have like other things to do. Like I'm at the terminal up at the self checkout, like having to run someone's fucking check through the machine because they're
What?
yes
I
because
forget
they're
that
like
people pay with check, dude.
no, it happens a lot more than you think. Happens a lot more often than you think. Like I literally people will come up and just be like, "Oh, can I pay at the self checkout with a check?" Like, do you see a thing on here that can process a check like anywhere? Like, no. I have to for you specifically, I have to like go through the hassle of signing into this terminal up here, then bringing up your order, which takes time, by the way, because you have to suspend it. Then you have to bring their suspending receipt, run it through the machine, which takes time to pop up the items. And depending on how many items they have, it could take like a minute or two. And then you have to wait for those to pop up, get their total, be like, is that right? They're like, yes. And then you have to run the machine or run the check through the machine, which takes time. And then they have to sign it. And then you have to give it to them and act like you're happy all the way through the process, even though I want to strangle them to death. Like,
Yeah,
it's stupid.
It's it's bewildering how cognitively. What am I trying to say?
Cognitively deficient.
That for sure. It's just how absent-minded people at like a general store. You know, I can think of a couple times maybe someone dropped something, like they dropped a jar of like pizza sauce or something on the floor, and there's a huge, big old whopping puddle of red sauce on the, and then 3 freaking hooligans, dude, decide to just run their car right through the sauce on the floor. They step in it, and then they look down like, ah, stepped in the sauce. How can this happen? Cognitively absent.
2
dude.
feet in front of me. Oh my god.
I know, dude. Like I
It's
actually
literally-
don't get it.
It's like as soon as people enter the like grocery store, their brain just like turns off. Like I don't
yeah.
know how it works. Like people will be like, oh my god.
Or people that ask where like a very common is without giving it like any thought whatsoever.
It
Like
happens all the time. because
I'm
I'll be
alright.
like doing returns, and then they like ask me about something, and I'm like, A, I don't work in this department, so I don't know. And B, go look yourself for maybe 5 minutes and you'll probably find it. Oh, dude, no. The other day, I think it was Tuesday. This lady, she had like moths in her cupboard or something. I didn't know that was a thing
What?
at first. Anyway, so I'm just like listening to her. She's like, "Do you know where I can get like moth nets for my cupboards?" I'm like, "Uh." I'm sorry, what? And she's like moth nets for my cupboards. I got like moths in my cupboards, and like I went to what's it called? I went to the lawn and garden center, and there's no one there who can help me. And I'm like, I'm just like a front end associate. I'm not really too sure like where those would be located at. And she's like, oh, so like you can't really like tell me where they're at. And I'm like, no, I'm not a lawn and garden associate. I don't really know where that would be. You could probably ask customer service. They might be able to help you. And she's like, oh, well, okay. And I was also wondering about like if you guys have any bigger bags. And I'm like, oh no, we only have like the smaller plastic bags. You'd have to buy bigger bags up at the front of the store. And she's like, oh, you guys don't offer those anymore? I'm like, no, we don't. Sorry. And she's like, well, you should like bring that up to your manager or something at like a meeting. And I'm like, uh, and I'm
Yeah,
in
you
my
have a
head.
meetings.
Yes, in my head, I'm thinking, okay, you lady, we don't have meetings first off, and B, and second, my manager's not gonna give a shit that we don't offer bigger bags. That's a company
They
wide
ever
thing.
do that?
I don't, I maybe I don't know. People ask about them a lot. I'm sure they did at some point,
They used
but
to.
like people, my manager's not going to give a shit about having bigger bags at a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate that has made a standard of not carrying bigger bags. Like that's not going to happen again. It's not economically feasible, I guess. That's why they stopped
Mhm.
doing it in the first place. And so she's
Yes.
like, would you bring that up to your manager at like a meeting or something? And I'm like, I don't really know how much my voice would impact that at all. And she's like, well, you got to start somewhere, I guess. And I'm like, I mean, I guess I don't know. And she just like goes on this like tangent about like I don't even fucking know. I stopped listening to her after that. She was like, I don't know what was with her. She was like I'm guessing she was just like upset and had to like vent to someone about it. But like, holy shit, I just wanted to punch her in the face. Like, oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
So it's
That
just
was
like an like wasting my time. Like usually at work I don't care about wasting my time, but like wasting my time with stuff like that just kind of irks me. Like I don't want to talk about your complaints. I don't care. I'm not customer service.
Dude.
I'm doing returns right now. Like I don't care. I don't get paid to
Okay.
listen to you complain about things I have no control over. That's not my job.
Well, I gotta say, the most probably annoying thing working at Walmart, and just for some context here. So all of the grocery items come in on pallets,
Yeah.
and usually they sort them. However, every once in a while they'll have a mixed pallet, and at the bottom of all of the mixed pallets is where they put the baking goods. And you know what comes in the baking goods? Powdered
Flour.
sugar and yes, or not powdered sugar, flour, normal sugar. And they keep those paper bags of flour and sugar at the very bottom
And they
of
burst, don't they?
like a 200 pound, 300 pound, 400 pound pallet. Yep, yep, right at the bottom of that. All of it. Without fail, every single pallet. Just, it always leaked. There was always a mass pool of salt or flour at the bottom.
Uh,
Every time they would hit the cleanup. You would think that eventually they would realize how much time is being wasted
and how
by
much
people having to
money is
clean
being
up,
lost by people
right?
not buying them because they're leaking.
Right? I mean, we we didn't sell people the leaky one. Right. I know what you
God.
mean.
It always baffles me how how like I don't know if it's like middle management or upper management, but like some big head like hot shot like management employee will like get a complaint and just like not do anything about it. They just won't care. And like no changes will be made and like nothing will happen and then people will continue to just like complain about it and then nothing will
Yeah.
happen. Like it happens all the damn time and it's just so frustrating. Like, oh my god.
Okay, you know what I hate actually? People who will just yell at their children. Like there
Yeah.
was this lady who I didn't see exactly what because I was in the aisle over. I was stocking something on the shelf, and this woman was yelling so loud at her child, like verbally just berating him because he couldn't reach like a gallon of water at the back of the shelf. It was like, go get the, I need the water. Get the. It was actually insane. It was like, Jesus, lady, chill out at your child grabbing the
Yeah.
water.
Usually I
It's,
like have the
uh,
mentality it's not my kid. I can't really parent it, but at some points, like when parents come through the aisles and they're just like yelling at their like 4-year-old kid about something, it's like, okay, A, it's not that deep, and B, I know you're trying to like instill good principles in them, but like yelling at them like that is just going to make them hate you and want to do what you hate them doing even more. So like just like flick him in the back of the head or something. Like just do that. It's gonna make them stop instead of you just verbally berating them for 5 minutes where everyone can hear you and no one wants to hear it. Like, come on.
it's like a South Park episode. Have you seen the South Park episode where what's Cartman? Is that the kid's name? The
Yeah,
little
The
yeah,
fat
chubby
kid, yeah.
kid? Yeah, Cartman's mom hired a dog trainer
Oh,
to fix Cartman,
what's his name?
and he
Caesar what something. I forget his name.
yeah, and he flicks him on the back of the head every time
Yeah, he
Cartman
just
does
goes
something bad.
like on his ear or
Yeah,
something. I love that.
right.
Yeah, they're like
Oh, that
eating
was so.
KFC and like yeah, I saw that. They're like eating KFC and he's like,
Dude.
I want it, I want it, and he just kept doing like that thing. Yeah, I like that. It's what
It's
parents
just
should
a
do more when their kids do something
right,
they
right.
hate. Like just like flick them or something, or like spank them when you get home. Like it's not that hard to do. I got spanked as a kid, and I like to think I turned out okay. Like I'm in college right now.
Yeah,
I'm paying rent. I'm not
right, right.
out getting fucking plastered every day. Um,
Yeah, yeah, every day, not
doing
every day.
doing doing nothing with my life. But you
Uh-huh.
know, like I don't know. It's not bad as long as you don't just like fucking beat your kids to fucking shit. I guess just like spank them a little bit. It won't kill
Yeah, you
them.
gotta, yeah, just make sure they learn the principle of what's
Yeah,
the
if they learn,
situation, I
yeah,
guess.
if they learn the principle of it and they understand, then that's you did your job. Like,
Right.
yeah,
Agree.
but I don't know. Yeah. God, I don't know. Just fucking
So,
parents sometimes make me want to fucking shoot myself.
completely agree. Especially, oh my gosh, holidays. The so annoying, dude. Your whole family is there.
Oh
I
no.
don't think I've had a single holiday family gathering without just everyone arguing about something.
Yeah, I don't know. Like my I don't really have too much of a big family on my stepmom's side, but on my like biological or on my dad's side, but on my biological mom's side, it's like massive because I have 3 uncles and 2 aunts, and there's just like 20 cousins, and some of them have kids. And so like last week, oh my god, it was the biggest family reunion I've ever fucking seen, dude. Cause yeah, it was just like, oh my god,
Was it
so
just pure
much.
chaos?
It wasn't chaos because it was like planned, but like there's just so many people. Like,
Mhm.
oh my god. But yeah, and
Dude,
I still have mixed feelings about some of, or well, I don't know. I guess I don't have mixed feelings, but like, I don't know. I don't know.
I think that's why I think my favorite holiday it's gotta be 4th of July. It's so much fun. I don't spend it with family, so I don't have to deal with all that drama. Like the last few
I have
years of
sometimes.
well, the last few years I've done shit with friends. It's so much fun. You know, you get like some pizza or like you set off some explosives. It's a jolly good time.
Yeah, I
Easily my favorite.
last 4th of July I got blackout drunk at one of my friend's house. I didn't really remember anything past 12:30. I had a few shots. I think I had 16. But
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's a little twisted, if you will, I guess. But
Last 4th of July, I also ended up getting blackout. No, I didn't get blackout drunk.
I did.
No, I did. No, I definitely did because I had a
I was
four
like
I had
I
a
was like
four loco.
the fuck is a four loco?
Four locos are like 18-ounce cans that are like just 25% alcohol.
What's
And it's
oh.
carbonated and it's fruit flavored. And so I
Mhm.
drank 3/4 of it after I already had like I think 2 Bud Light seltzers, and
Mhm.
it was a
Oh,
great time.
I remember what it's called now. I was trying to remember it. Everclear. Dude. Dude, what do you guys have got to get ever? Oh my gosh. That's like the 95% alcohol.
Oh my god. No.
It's illegal in like most states.
No. Dude, that's just
Dude,
hand sanitizer. Like
it
there's no
is it
point.
burns your throat, dude.
Like your
You
car
get
runs on that,
you
dude.
you
No.
take like a sip and get plastered.
I'm not getting that. That doesn't go with anything at all. Like
These smell funny though.
no, the only thing that I would consider getting that's like 50% or above is what is it? I think it was blue Smirnoff because I saw a video on the cold ones. They like tried really high like percent alcohol drinks, and they said blue
Mhm.
Smirnoff was better than red Smirnoff. So like I guess I'd have to try it, and it's also higher percentage of alcohol. But I don't know. I'll have to experiment whenever I'm of age, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as an underage person, I've actually never even looked at an alcohol before.
Yeah.
So
I've never had an ounce of alcohol enter my body except when I was 5 and I downed a beer on accident, but we don't talk about that.
an
That was
accident.
it. Yeah. So I was at my babysitter's house. She went to use the restroom, and they have like they have the they're a white suburban family. They have the classic fridge in the garage that has the sody. So I'm like, hey, can I have
Mm.
a soda from the fridge? And she's like, yeah, go ahead. And I see this one called Natural Light, and I'm like, oh, that must be a cool flavor. So I grab it, I open it, I have a taste. I'm like, wow, that's really bad. And then I think about it. I'm like, that might have just been a bad sip. And then I have another sip, and then I drink half the can. And then I'm like, hey, then I'm like, wow, that was really bad. And then I go talk to my babysitter, and I'm like, hey, what's this Natural Light stuff? And she's like, oh, that's my grandpa's beer. Don't drink that. And I'm like, uh, I drink half the can, and she's like, oh. And she like got out of the bathroom really quickly, and she's like, yeah, don't drink that again. And then she took the can and poured it down the sink and threw it away. So that was my first experience with alcohol.
My first
So
experience was
did she tell your parents?
I don't remember. I was like 5. If she
Mm.
did, I'm sure my parents wouldn't have been mad. It was an honest mistake. It's not like I meant to get blackout fucking drunk as a kid by drinking like 15 beers.
when I
I
lived
thought
with
it was a
my
soda.
sister. Um, my sister used to babysit me when I was in elementary school, and so I met a
Mm.
few friends then, and then those friends stayed in the same town that she lived, and when I lived with her for like 3/4 of a year, I think, um, I had reunited with them, and one of them, one time we were hanging out, was like, "Hey, I got this thing called beer," and I was like, "What is that?" And they're just
Bing.
yeah,
Beer.
she was just like, "Why don't you try it?" And I was like, "Okay." I took a sip, spit it out, downed it all down the front of my shirt, and I was just like, ew," and I ran all the way back to my sister's house, took off the shirt, changed shirts, and just threw it away, acting like nothing happened. And then my sister was like, "Why does your shirt smell like beer?" And I was like, "That's a great question. I really don't know." Like I was like, she'll never
An
know.
odd experience.
Yeah, that was a bit of a weird experience with their first exposure to alcohol. I must say, my first actual exposure to alcohol was at Landon's house.
Same here.
I forgot about that, honestly. Yeah, same here. Dude, Lannon's house
The
was
vacuuming.
Dude, Lannon's house was an experience.
Oh, dude, that place was so fucking lit. Loved it every time.
That's- I remember my dad being um Bobby or whatever. My dad asked me who broke the TV at Landon's
Oh,
house.
yeah, we all had the hive mind idea. Oh, we don't know. That actually
Hmm.
worked. My dad would have been so pissed if you found out I broke it.
I remember you telling me about it, and you're just like, if my dad find out, I'd be dead right now. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You would have died.
Yep, yep. But well, his mom didn't really care too much, and yeah, I'm pretty sure she has a very good hunch that I broke it because I'm pretty sure Landon told her after she stopped caring. So, oh well, I'm still her favorite.
Yeah.
I think my token Landon House experience was playing super hot on VR and advancement, and like I got a little bit too close to the wall.
You
And I just
punched the
full
wall.
force, yeah, I just
Slammed your
full
hand into
force
there.
sock his wall, dude.
Yeah,
As my dude, my knuckles bled. It
no
was so
spatial
bad.
awareness. You
I
get
don't know.
used to playing VR after a while.
Yeah, I would give VR honestly. I'm gonna play Among Us.
I still haven't
Among Us
even played
VR's
Among Us VR yet.
Dude, literally I would, but like joining public lobbies is so dog shit with your friends because the way it works is you don't make a you either make a lobby with your friends and wait for people to join, or you try and join the same lobby before the game starts. So like it's almost impossible.
Is there no lobby selector?
There's a lobby selector, but like you have to join it while it's like 8 out of the lobbies are either 2 out of 10 or 9 out of 10. There's like no in between, like at all. So it's
Yeah, I
like
get it.
really hard. But I don't know. They might have updated it. Oh well.
I think they did. When I got on my VR like a month ago, there was an update for it, but
They also have had an. I don't know if they fixed it or not. Oh, webcam's out of focus. Mm,
Exactly.
it's a focusing on.
What?
My webcam's out of focus. Oh well.
Oh.
But they had an issue where like what was it? Where you would try and join a lobby, you'd press like the join random button, and it'd like make you join a lobby by yourself with no one else in it. So like you're just in a blank lobby by yourself. I don't know if they fixed that, but that was a really annoying bug because you try and get in the lobby. But
Yeah. How much? How much do you buy the VR headset? I haven't checked recently.
how much does it cost?
Yeah.
I think it's
350?
$329. Is it $350?
I said
Might be
250.
$350.
I think
think
they dropped the
it's-
price.
yikes.
I
I'll
don't
look it
think
up.
they dropped the price. I don't.
That was a lot.
I don't think they did. I know. I'm pretty sure it's 300. It depends on how much storage you get, because the
yeah.
256 gig is a bit more.
Yeah, so if you were to buy one off Amazon right now, it'd be about 300. If you want to get one from
400.
yeah,
Insane.
if you want to
400
get
if
the
you want the 128 gig.
that's from
Or
GameStop
what?
from what I'm seeing.
Or where are you saying 250?
Well, I'm also looking at all of them. A lot of them that are used, you'll see.
Because new ones cost 400 on Amazon.
Yeah,
I know ones at Walmart don't cost. Or wait, no,
That's
they
what
do
I was
cost
thinking.
400. No, they do cost 400. They raised the price. So yeah, it's $400. It used to be 350. I'm pretty sure. I'm
Raise the
pretty sure.
price?
It either used to be 350 or 300. I
it
don't
was
know,
three.
one of the
It was
two.
300 for the 128. It was 400 for the 256. Because I
On
remember
where?
from Walmart.
Just
because,
in the past or like
yeah,
recently?
when I
Because
got my headset, it was 400 for the 256.
Okay, they definitely. Yeah, they probably changed prices then. Because I know the only ones at Walmart I see are $399. I haven't checked the storage of them, but yeah. I don't know. If you're gonna do like what I do is I have like some light games on my Quest 2 natively, and then I run most of them on PC VR. So like I don't really have too much storage space on my Quest that I need. So because they're all the games are stored on my PC. So like I
How does
get to
running them through your PC work?
so you download the Oculus app like on your PC, and then you just
Hmm.
connect it, and it works pretty seamlessly. You need 5G internet though. I would definitely recommend having at least 100 megabits because
Oh,
that's like
yeah,
runs
yeah.
pretty seamlessly. But yeah, no, it runs really well for being wireless, honestly.
The only reason
You
why
know
I
what
don't
I've
is because I can't even have enough space to install the Oculus app for one, and for two, I know my Wi-Fi wouldn't be able to handle it for shit.
Yeah, I don't think you have 5G.
I don't.
Yeah.
do those like VR what's like driving simulators or flying simulators are
The
like a full
flying
VR
ones,
flying simulator?
the
That'd be so
flying ones
cool.
are pretty decent. The
Oh
driving
yeah,
ones are weird.
like VTOL VR. Austin plays that one. Those are kind of cool. I don't know. It's not really my thing. I'm more like either FPS or like Blade and Sorcery type
There's
shit.
I mean like a full thing with like a steering wheel and all that shit.
it's weird. I remember I played. It was VR chat where we did a driving simulator, and it worked really well. But it was just the way it functioned was finicky. Like it was just touchy, so to speak. I don't know. It's like because the controls for driving a car in VR is weird, but for flying it's pretty simple and easy. Because you're not
Right.
like you don't have
Looking
pedals.
I bet, yeah. I'm looking forward to VR in like 20 years.
That's true. It's got a lot of room for improvement because it's like just started getting uh like attention in like the last 4 years since like the Quest came out. Because it's like you don't have to install like any like sensors or anything. You just have the headset all in one. Because like Facebook's like AI fucking whatever you call it, like boundary tracking or whatever. All you have to have is the lights on and the headset charged, and it works. And
Speaking
like
of
that's what
Facebook,
the biggest money.
what whatever happened to the metaverse, dude?
Okay, so what the I'm trying to like think of what like how to explain all of it, but like what they basically want is like enterprises and people to like all be on their stuff. So like I don't know if it's like necessarily like everyone has a headset on 24/7 constantly per se, but like they want things to like be on their like cloud service, I guess. And like I don't know, it's so dumb. They do not explain it well at all. But like they have this thing called Horizon Worlds, which is like that thing you see where like the people don't have legs and it's just like arms and a face and a torso, and it's like the really you might have seen the one with Mark Zuckerberg with like the Spanish church and the Eiffel Tower in the background. That's what
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
from. That's in Horizon Worlds, and like he's sank billions of dollars into the development of it, and it still looks like ass.
That and
Like
nobody really
VR
uses
chat,
it.
no, they don't. VR chat is a much better experience, and it's like way easier to use and more customizable. But like they want like enterprises and businesses because that's where the real money is, because they have like millions of dollars to sink just into random garbage. So they want businesses to like use that as like their software of choice for like meetings and sharing stuff and all that kind of stuff, but it just doesn't
Yeah.
work
Well,
because
Oh
a
my god, dude. I'm
like
looking at the Meta stock right now. Dude, the tank at the beginning of 2022 is insane.
yeah, it also
The,
helps
oh
that
my
their
god.
revenue is stagnating because of their app not being like their main like Facebook just it's stagnating. The users are like there's no more like it's
Users are dying, yeah.
flatline. I mean, yeah, I mean, like they're not getting new users. It's just stagnating. So like there's no more room for growth. Like once you get more than like 2 billion people on their platform, like how much else is there to do? Because there's like not
True.
infrastructure in like most of the world for Facebook. So like
Hmm.
most people in Africa can't access it. So like Zuck's quote unquote being charitable and like building infrastructure there when in reality he just like wants people to be on their service. So I don't know. It's like it's just stupid.
I just don't see any real use for Facebook at all. It's such a mundane app. Like,
I don't use it.
it's
The only reason I have an account is for Oculus because you need to make one for it.
right.
Yeah. Other than that, I haven't touched it at all. I think I deleted it from my phone actually. So
We'll have it
there's
on my
no
phone. I don't know.
there's no reason to have it honestly. It doesn't have it's not specialized for anything. I mean the marketplace
Right.
is okay, but like you have eBay.
Okay, yeah, I do have to say the marketplace
Uh,
is convenient.
I wouldn't say
Craig's,
you have to eBay.
eBay's
Craigslist,
not good for local listings
Mercari,
though.
Marketplace.
eBay is for
Yeah,
something if you want it from like definitely far. Facebook is local. eBay is far. Because like
yeah.
These
an
just
example
everything.
My
is
dad sold our old garages on Facebook Marketplace actually.
yeah. It's like you
I
could
It's
sell
know
kind
it.
of funny.
Aiden has had some difficulties with
With
fucking eBay.
eBay, with online
Yeah.
buying services,
Yep.
fucking
he
That's,
got
got banned
and
banned.
because
you
of
know,
security
my
questions.
dad has had a lot of problems with eBay as well.
Like
Like
buying
I've
or selling.
selling as well.
Is it just like
I
really
just,
hard to do?
I guess so. I feel like the seller experience, I don't know. At least from what I've heard from a lot of people. I think
I don't
I'm
know.
a Mercari kind of. I don't know. It's an app that I have. It's nice. I've bought a few
I've
things.
heard
It's
about
like
Mercari and I've thought about using it, but at the same time, I just go with what I know I can use. I just didn't think about it.
it's like there's no bidding. It's kind of just
It's all
another
just buy it
eBay.
now.
I don't know. Yeah, it's all just buy it now.
Hmm, interesting.
Just
Yeah.
sell
Of
stuff. It's
yeah,
kind
of
of
my
neat.
eBay purchases of all done by it now. I don't see any point in the oxygen in the auction option because it's so like laggy that you need to like refresh the page and be like like you need to be lucky if you want to win an auction because everyone just bids up until the last second, so you need to like place the last bid luckily. So
That's
like we're just
that's why I only use
but
eBay if I'm gonna buy something and not bid. Because I have no reason
place
to.
like a ridiculously high bid that no one else will
I've
buy.
I've never bid on eBay, so
I haven't.
there's nothing I ever want to. It's it's always more convenient to just buy it now, anyways.
Yeah,
So you don't
because
have
you
to
know
wait
you'll
for
get
it to
it
finish. Yeah, and you're getting it now instead of
instead of like 6 days in the future. Yeah.
yeah.
Ugh. Goodness gracious.
Oh great heavens!
Oh,
How loud?
oh lordy coming. What's like your worst experience with like something being shipped to you? Like, have you had any
And
like
shit
shipping
today.
delays or anything?
Um,
Like with Amazon or anything?
I had a
I
package from
feel like I
Amazon not
have.
show
I
up at
just
all.
I had a delay with my first primary monitor, but it was only like 2 days, so like wasn't really too big of an issue. Plus, if it didn't arrive within that week, they would have offered me a refund, even if it came. So I don't know, it wasn't too big of an issue for me at the time.
I I really just haven't ordered that much stuff online.
I haven't
Um,
lately, but I don't know. In the past, I definitely did when I was like building my PC and stuff, and all of it came through pretty seamlessly. Although I will say, my graphics card box that it got shipped in was very beaten up. Not like the card that like the graphics card was stored in, but like the exterior box that it was shipped in was like
yeah.
very beaten up, which was kind of concerning at first. But I mean, hey, it works now, so oh well.
That's why I like warned. Because Aiden gets vinyls. Like I don't know if you know this, but Aiden's been collecting vinyls recently, and
Interesting.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
told Aiden like be careful when you order them from like Amazon, for
Yeah, aren't
example.
they're like super fragile. Like I
Yeah,
saw the image of the one being stuffed in a guy's
yeah,
mailbox.
broken in half, shoved in there. It's like, dude.
Right.
That just like
Dude, I've
makes me
seen
sad, guy.
as a frequent collector of Lego. Um, I'm sort of in the know, you know. Uh, I've seen people who have ordered Legos online from, I don't think Amazon, but from just online websites, and they ship them just as the plain box, like a shipping sticker on it. And it gets all bent up. It's so awful. Like, I can't
Interesting.
imagine that.
So far, I'm kind of shocked. I figured I'd get like that response with like ordering stuff off of eBay, but so far, I've everything I've gotten off of eBay has shown up in a nice box. It's not beaten up or anything. It's pretty good, which caught me off guard.
Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
yeah. I've,
Like
I've,
all the stuff I've gotten like shows up like it works, but like I don't know. I feel like the
yeah.
graphics card one just kind of it was particularly in bad shape, but I don't know. And also,
No,
all the packages
mhm,
conveniently show up when I'm not at home. They conveniently show up while I'm at work or school. So that's something that I just love.
yeah.
It's great, honestly. Cuz like my graphics card one was supposed to show up like while like I it literally was going to show up like when I was had my day off and I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to go
Mhm.
do like an errand real quick." I don't remember what I was going to go do. I think like fill up my car with gas or something. And it showed up as I was gone for like 20 minutes. It's like miraculous timing. Like, oh, thank you. I wanted to be the one to get my most expensive package order ever, but no, my sister got to be the one to take it in. Like, cool. I guess I don't know. It's just
Yeah,
miraculous timing.
I was a little bit worried when I ordered Series X because,
There's the mic
you
hit.
know, someone could have stolen it off my fucking porch or something.
Yeah,
But it
that's always
actually, you know, it showed up fine. It was in good packaging as well. Everything I've ordered off the internet has been in pretty good packaging,
I
yeah.
guess that's the
as far
one
as I
good
can
thing about
remember.
living in the country for me. Like because my address is weird because they changed it like three different times. It used to be 15 Highway 59. It used to be Old Highway 59. Now it's Old US 59. So I've had to change it each time, not knowing this. But the good part about it is that I live so far out here. I know all my neighbors, and nobody's gonna mess with anything that gets shipped here. So that's the one bonus, I guess.
That's
But
true. Yeah.
Docked himself, dude. That's wild.
I would also imagine that packages like arrive at your house either at the very beginning of the day or like towards the end of the day, though.
I've never had one show up in the middle of the day. They always
Yeah.
it's at like crack of dawn or sunset.
Yeah, I would imagine because you kind of gotta go out of your way for that. Yeah, that's just kind of bad.
It'd be kind of fun
spot.
being like I don't know. I have a lot of relatives who've been like UPS drivers. That'd be an interesting job.
No, I would
Maybe just
never.
like a truck driver in general. I don't know.
would never,
Okay, truck
no.
driving's okay. There's a difference between USP, like UPS, FedEx.
I know,
that
I
kind
know,
of
big
thing,
difference.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
I would
like
never
freight
be a
shipment
delivery
versus
driver.
mail shipment.
Like mail delivery driver. No, never. I could never do that. Like
My
400
I would-
shipments in a day would just break my brain. I could not do that.
Yeah, I would be
Like,
maybe
it's
when
so
I retire.
monotonous.
I'll get my CDL and be a truck driver. Dude.
That's what my dad does.
Seems like a relaxing job, you know? Like
He
it
You
like
doesn't.
guys do
he
truck driving or like UPS?
he okay. So what he does, you know the like warehouses like up by Lenexa and stuff.
Yeah.
He like moves trailers in like the yards of like the like places that like have the trailers. So he doesn't like actually.
My dad does.
So he doesn't go
Anywhere.
cross country really, or anything like that. He just
He
moves from
stays in the
building to
yard. He like
Okay.
moves them like 200 feet.
That's pretty lit.
Yeah, he like moves a bunch of trailers like every day. So
Same
that's like all
thing.
he does.
I don't know where he works though, but
It's like my dad he's a over the road truck driver, so he goes from state to state usually.
Yeah.
Like his
so
base is in
that would be
Nebraska,
interesting.
and he sometimes will go all the way up to like Ohio. Like the other day, he called me when he was in fucking Ohio, and I was like, Jesus Christ, Ohio! I know, right?
Oh, dude, no way.
That's the funny state.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my dad did do a few of those. I'm not really sure why. It was like while he was transitioning from being a delivery driver to doing different stuff. But he had one in Iowa where he drove it up to like Des Moines, and it was like where it was really snowy as well. So he got stuck up there for a night. It was kind of funny because
See,
like he called Michelle, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be stuck up here for the night." After like 30 minutes after he said, "Oh, I might not. The weather's kind of clearing up," so said, "Hey, the weather's clearing up," and then 30 minutes later, "Oh, hey, no, I gotta stay here tonight." It's kind of funny, but the UPS covered the hotel costs, so that was pretty cool.
that's nice. The
Yeah,
issue I see with truck driving for me is the pay, because how you get paid is per mile.
yeah.
So like if you get paid 89 cents per mile, that's cheap. That's like nothing. But if you paid like $2 per mile, you're making good money. Because if you're
Well, I
running
mean,
like
I guess it depends how far you're going and how fast you do it because I know like some guys, like my dad would do this especially if he still did that stuff, but like he would like not stop and like sleep on the side of the road and not like pull into like you know how like some pull into like
Yeah, people do
Walmarts and
that.
stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's truck stops and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, my dad would just like pull off onto the side of the road and just like sleep there. That's like definitely something he would do, and then like go to Walmart to like get food and stuff. Because when he was a delivery driver, he wouldn't like pull into a like a restaurant or anything. He would just like get deli meat like before he left for work and just like snack on that while he was in the truck.
That's what my dad does.
Yeah, it's like it's time efficient, I guess. Because
It's
like the sooner you get it done, the sooner you leave.
yeah. And it's like um the issue with doing cross country though is you'd never want to sleep on the side of a highway because you could never know what happens.
That's true. You could just like have people come up and try and rob you.
My dad almost had that happen to him once. He
That's why if
was
I was a truck driver, I'd always keep a handgun in like my glove box or something.
yeah, it's like I wouldn't trust him.
Yeah, I get that for sure.
Yeah, it's just a lot of sketchy places, a lot of sketchy stories I've heard from people. Just like, oh yeah, I almost fucking died because I was in this one part of town on accident. Like, oh, that's cool, nice, lovely, and they say it so casually as if they didn't like almost die. I'm like, could
Oh,
you like? It's,
my
it's just
brother
like
in Christ.
it's like you almost died. Like, how can you just like be like, oh yeah, I almost got fucking blasted in the head? Like, what?
Right, right. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I don't know. Just
I feel
weird.
like the amount of like I don't know if horror stories is the right word, but just absurd fucking tales I've been told. I swear so many of them have been from is this for such a mundane job, they have such bizarre experience.
That's true. They do kind of like go like everywhere around the country and meet all sorts of
For
people.
sure.
Yeah.
It's,
My
it'd be
dad
kind of I don't
had
know.
plenty
It'd
of
be kind of nice to do
experiences
that.
with hookers along the line. Like they
What?
so like they just show up to the truck door and they're like, I'll do
Oh
whatever you
yeah,
want for
yeah.
money, and he's just like no, he's like no, just get
Interesting.
away from my.
He's loyal
I've
to
been
your
with
mom, dude.
when I was younger. I used to roll with him over the road, and there's times where like that would happen when I was in the truck, and I'd be like what?
Wow. Dude, that's like in
That's
Breaking
funny.
Bad where what's his nuts? Where Hank called over the hooker while Walt Jr. was in the car, dude, that's so epic. It's literally Breaking Bad
I
reference.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to rewatch Breaking Bad.
It's
Good
good.
show.
I need to watch Better Call Saul. It's a good show.
Better Call Saul is really good too. I haven't seen the last season yet. Just
Apparently they're
haven't had the
making a
time.
new show with Bob Odenkirk as well, where he's like someone else. I don't know if it's a Breaking Bad spinoff or anything, but he's like starring as someone else. I forget his name, but it's a new series. Same people who made Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. It's or at least the executive producer is what the ad said. But I don't know. I'll see. No, we'll see if it comes up, I guess.
It's unfortunate to hear about the co-creator of Rick and Morty though.
Unfortunate is not a word I would
I
describe.
haven't.
He's
I've not
Justin
been caught
Roiland's
up on
an
the full
interesting
lore
guy.
of what happened.
So I don't know if the text messages are real or not because those have yet to be confirmed, but he may have sent weird text messages to coworkers, and he has a domestic violence case against him and false imprisonment, which I'm not sure what false imprisonment means, but I know what domestic violence means, and that's not good. But the woman's identity has not been revealed yet, I don't think. So, yeah, it's kind of a sticky situation. And Adult Swim just kind of launched him out of a cannon and said bye-bye. So, no more Rick and Morty for him. But I guess we'll see if Rick and Morty Season 7 is good or not. I haven't watched any of it at all.
Yeah, I've seen all the seasons that are streamable. I haven't seen the new ones.
I haven't seen Season 6 yet. I want to see it.
I mentioned Season 7 is probably already in
in production.
Or already finished, I would think.
It's not. I don't think it be finished.
Sure
when did Season 6?
I'm pretty sure they just finished Season 6. I doubt.
Yeah, I know Season 7's in production.
They do it a way ahead of time, but
well, they have to. They have to like plan shit. But I don't. I'd think it's like halfway done or something, probably.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hopefully it doesn't fall off, but I feel like it will.
All of it, yeah.
No, I
can't
hope
imagine.
it doesn't go the way I think it will, because I heard Moist Critical talk about how it could be a SpongeBob situation where it kind of just like fizzles out after the first 3 good seasons.
Yeah.
Where it kind of just like they drag it on because of the dollar signs in their eyes, because SpongeBob's on like its fucking 13th season now. Something like that. It might be more actually.
Dude, SpongeBob just needs to finish. They just need to cut it off.
And then you have that fucking dog shit Patrick spinoff as well.
Oh, it's just like the Scooby-Doo thing. I just remember they have the new
Camp
Velma.
Coral one as well.
Yeah, there's Velma
shit. There's the Camp what?
The Camp Coral for SpongeBob, where they're like kids.
What's that?
But yeah, Velma. It's just a SpongeBob's. Oh, Velma,
yeah,
dude. Velma is a stinking pile of garbage, dude.
Why did they feel the need to change her race?
They didn't change Velma's race. They changed.
Yes, they did. She's black.
She's Indian.
She's Indian?
She's Indian?
Yeah.
Well, Shaggy's black. Shaggy's black.
Oh, I guess they didn't.
I mean, I don't care that they changed her race. I don't think it matters that much.
I didn't know she was
everything else about her. No, because the director or the writer, I think it's the director producer, is the Indian girl that was on Office. I think her name is like Mindy or Mindy. She's
I know who you're talking
she's like the head of the show. And
interesting.
So she's Indian, and Velma is also Indian. I'm assuming there's a relation there. I have no idea. I don't really care, but
I don't know. I felt like it was something that like people kind of didn't mention, and I'm like, I don't know. I just felt like something to point out, I guess. I don't know. Oh well.
Scooby, and then changing Shaggy into a completely different.
Yeah, completely different person. Oh well. I don't know. I hope they can it after like, or well, no, they won't, because isn't season 2 in production already?
Probably.
I hope not.
I think I heard something that.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I can look it up here.
Show ever, dude. Like I don't know how they even made the first season. To be honest, I would blow my brains out working on that project.
Have you watched any of it?
Nope, I don't want to.
I've seen some of the first episode. It's just so bad.
I've seen clips of it, and I don't want to see it. They have 15-year-olds making out.
Oh yeah, I've seen that clip.
I don't want to see that.
I feel like it's a common trend now. They just like they remake shit, but they make it just horrible because they're just trying to fit the agenda now.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
Oh no, I see what you're talking about. Yeah. Season 2 is reportedly in the works. Yikes.
Actually throwing money into a fireplace, dude. Like, I don't know what they think is gonna happen.
What's another show that did that? I think, Red vs. Blue. I don't know if you guys watched Red versus Blue.
No.
The Halo one?
Yeah, the Halo
What
series.
about
It fell off really hard.
Did
They
it?
continued it for like
it? Yeah.
15 seasons total, I think. And
Yeah,
it like
they continued it for all the new games.
yeah, but like the quality of it just went downhill. Like
yeah, because
immensely.
like all the old writers left a while ago, didn't they?
I think. I'm not quite sure.
I have
And
no
then
idea.
now Rooster Teeth has a bunch of domestic abuse cases against them as well.
Wait, do they actually?
I don't know.
I've missed this.
Actually,
No way.
Actually, I take that back. I don't know if it's domestic abuse, but it's not. It's what's the word I'm looking for? It's
Harassment in the
harassment. That's the
workplace.
word. Harassment.
Yeah.
Workplace harassment. That's what it is. But yeah, there's
That's
like
a
workplace
common
harassment.
occurrence now.
Oh yeah, no. Any internet oriented business has to have that. Like any of them, at all. Like
Yeah,
it
it's
has to happen.
shitty.
Talking to you, Activision.
Activision.
Yeah, Blizzard, Activision
Riot
Blizzard,
Games.
Riot
Games,
Games.
yeah. With Sledgehammer Games. Who else?
Anything that's affiliated with
Mm.
Call of Duty.
Yeah.
like if we really
Yeah,
think
that's-
about it.
Well, that's why they took Sledgehammer off of Cold
Out of
War,
the
isn't it?
rotation,
Because
yeah, I'm pretty sure.
because of harassment accusations.
Oh, you guys have harassment allegations. So do we, but that doesn't count.
Right. I don't know. It's shitty, dude. It's awful.
There's not really any good quality games anymore. Just
I disagree.
feel like you
Deep
have to
Rock
look-
Galactic.
well, let me rephrase that. Let me. Okay.
You have to know. You have to look for it. Like Sons of the Forest is coming out soon, next month.
I do. I
Oh,
want to
yes,
play
I
the
want.
Forest, and then I want to play Sons of the Forest because I like the way Sons of the Forest looked. I've seen the playthrough for the Forest. It was really makes me want to.
I've played it. I don't know. I need to get into it because it looks really good, and I like the style of things, but I just need to know how to progress further. Because I went into a cave and like 4 fat boys tried attacking me, and I fucking got shit on. So
The Harry Potter game looks.
the Harry Potter game looks good. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I think so.
Wasn't there like some controversy around it or something? I don't know. I thought I heard people on Twitter complaining about something.
I have no idea.
What was it? Was
Don't
it?
look at Twitter at
Oh,
all.
I think I
dude.
remember. It was something about like being able to change like your character's gender or something.
Was
I don't
it?
know. I don't know. I think it was something like that. I don't remember. Or like
I have
being
no
able to
idea.
wear clothes that are like non-gender specific. I don't fucking know. Some people were complaining about something stupid on Twitter. I know, big fucking surprise, but yeah.
I
don't
feel
know
like
if they-
I feel like
Yeah,
with
I
a
haven't
lot
seen
of
anything about
AAA
that.
games that are like trashed on, I feel like it's just because of the fan base, or mainly
Hmm?
because of the fan base on most of them. Just because of
Mm.
For
the fan
example?
base. Okay, I'm gonna say this, and I know you guys are gonna give me shit for it, but an example is Genshin Impact. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because the attention to detail is there, the quality of gameplay is there, and it's a decent game, but the fan... I'm not playing. I have played it before. And the reason why I uninstalled it is
That's
because of the
kinda
fan base is
gross.
so
I
bad.
feel like I should mention that. No, I think the thing is that actually I don't know anything about the game. I really shouldn't say anything.
It's a
So-
it's a decent game. Like it's a good quality game. It's just the fan
Yeah,
base
it just
has
sucks
made
that
it
child
so bad.
pedophiles play the game.
Yeah.
Or
Like,
wait,
that
as
is-
opposed to adult pedophile, like fucking stupid. As
It's
Child predators, that's the word I'm looking for.
Same thing.
Oh well. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. What's another game that has a really bad fan base?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's a very fair point.
True. Oh my god.
The
So
rancid
true.
fan base.
It's true, so true, my god. I could tell you a few animes that have a fucking rancid fan bases, dude.
My Hero
My Hero
Academia.
Yeah.
To a consensus. Yeah, no, that one's the most fucking noteworthy by far, dude. Because it's like mainly it's either prepubescent children or like
Adults that have the mind of a child.
I mean, I guess I don't know what I don't know like people who just defend it to tooth and nail or prepubescent children, and then you
Do you
have
guys?
JoJo's
Go on.
as well. JoJo fans suck.
Uh-huh. Do you guys remember the Darwin Project?
The what?
A game called the Darwin Project?
The Darwin Project.
It was-
I've
Oh
heard
my god, you
Yeah.
unlocked a memory, dude. Yes.
Dude, it was a battle royale. And you like
You like went
was-
around like whacking.
yeah, you went
people with
around and you
axe.
whacked people, dude.
remember
And
that.
that just like came to me, dude.
I remember that. Yeah, I almost got a win one time. I was like sweating my balls off, like making campfires and shit, and like
Yeah.
running and.
Oh
jumping
yeah,
up
because it
them
was
and
like it was
shit
cold and you had to make campfires to like
to
yeah,
regen,
dude.
and yeah, I oh my god, and it was
Dude,
a 1v1, and I lost by like a hair, and I was so pissed off. I remember being so pissed off for like the rest of the week because of that. Oh my god.
It was so neat though, because you could be like the map commander and you got to be the one of the sectors.
Yeah,
It was so neat.
it was cool.
What happened
but,
to
like,
that game?
It probably fell off. It was in what was it?
It was in early access, I think.
Early access, that's what it was. Yeah, it was in early access, and Fortnite kind of 90% of the market share for Battle Royale. So, yeah.
the good old days of playing PUBG Mobile.
Shut.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Tier class, Miss Beams, going out in the hall and playing PUBG Mobile.
Yeah, because we couldn't get service.
And then the assistant, the one day the assistant principal caught us, and he was just like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "We have
Was it
nothing
the
to do."
assistant principal?
It was.
don't
He was the
remember
new
it.
one. It was when we got the new assistant principal. Cause
I don't remember that. Mr.
well-
Cost?
No, it was the other guy after Mr. Cost became the actual principal.
Mr. Cost never became the principal.
Yeah, he did. Because
didn't.
the bald guy left. Forgot. What the
Yeah,
fuck-
and then it was Mr. Stolenberg.
Was it Mr. Oh, then it was Mr.
Dude,
Stolenberg.
the Stoltenberger, dude. No
Are you
way.
sure?
It was.
I feel like I would remember that.
I remember.
Like I don't ever remember seeing Stolenberg ever leave his office.
It was either him or Mr. Cost, but one or the other.
I think you're misremembering if I'm being honest. I still like you bring this up every so often and I still like disagree with your memory. Like I don't remember this.
You know what? I'm schizophrenic. My bad.
I mean I guess. I don't know. I just like I feel like I'd remember that.
I don't know. It was also back in fucking what 8th grade.
Yeah.
So, it's not like I have the most fucking sharp memory about it.
Yeah, I have no clue what you guys are talking about.
You're right. I really don't. Oh well. Dude, I can't believe they made PUBG free. I know they did that like so long ago, but like I don't know. I feel like I never
Jeez.
heard about that.
It's still
PUBG's overrated.
Yeah,
It is like
I
did you say
don't like
overrated or
PUBG.
overrated?
overrated. He said
Overrated.
There's no people who think it's good. It can't be overrated if no one thinks it's good.
I thought
It fell
people liked PUBG.
It fell off. It fell off big time.
When was
If
it
you said
ever
that, if you said
on?
that like 4
It was
years
you-
ago,
you
5
know,
years
you
ago,
know,
you'd be right.
you know
but-
Fortnite season 2? Like OG
Yeah, okay.
season 2? That's when it was on.
Yeah.
That's when it was on. I remember watching Shroud clips, dude. That guy was nuts at the game. Like when he stopped playing PUBG, that's when it fell off.
Was Shroud the main one that
That's
played
so
PUBG?
Yes, yes he was. Or
I
well,
have no
I mean, you
idea.
had smaller streamers like, what's his nuts? Choco Taco, I think. But Shroud,
Oh yeah, dude.
Shroud was the guy. Because he dropped like, it was either 37 or 47 kills in a game one time. It was fucking
That's
nuts.
insane.
It was nuts.
Those were good times, dude.
Yeah.
Wish I could go back to Fortnite.
Dude,
It's
oh my
insane.
god. Fortnite used to be goated and then the brand deals caught up with them, I guess. I don't know. It's not like it's not like Fortnite's a bad game, I guess, but like it's just mind-numbingly like monotonous.
Mundane.
I would play it
Yeah.
if I didn't have to deal with, you know,
I wouldn't.
shooting one person and then they build a fucking Eiffel Tower shit.
The zero build.
That's kind of the still zero build is like, I don't know. Fortnite's just not geared toward it where there isn't building, honestly. Building's like the thing.
Enjoy.
No build is
James,
alright.
Austin, and I played zero build quite a bit.
Building's the thing that carries the game, and I hate the building. So like, there's nothing to like about it.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
I don't know. I'm a Fortnite enjoyer personally, but
Once
I just
they
haven't had
removed
the
Spideys,
urge
I
to play it
stopped
recently.
playing it.
I kind of get a burst of Fortnite
That's me
once a
with
year or
Minecraft.
so.
That's me with Minecraft.
I think that's everyone with Minecraft.
Get on
I would say
it.
Minecraft is overrated.
You're right.
That's my hot take of the
You're right.
day.
No, I literally here's my headcanon. Or not headcanon. Here's like a timeline of events with Minecraft. You have like whenever it was starting like development and like the fucking like alpha days, and then you have till like when was it? When did Microsoft buy it? Like 2012, 2011? I think it was
2013 maybe.
Was it 2013?
Maybe.
I one of those
one of the
2011 through 2013, one of those years. And then like pre Microsoft, you had like the early days where like you kind of heard about it here and there, and you're like, oh, I'll get around to playing it if it gets popular. And then you have when Microsoft buys it, and then it kind of explodes in popularity because you're like, oh, Microsoft has it. Let me play it, and then you have like it explodes, and then you have, I think it was 2015 where it started becoming like oversaturated with children playing it on their fucking mom's iPad, getting boogers all over and shit, because it's a fucking block game with no violence, and everyone's fucking mom is like, oh, you play this game, it's just $7 on the iPad, and it gives them infinite entertainment. Let me stick an iPad in front of my kid for 12 hours a day. I'm sure that'll be good for them in the long run.
And then look how that turned out. Look how they turned out.
I turned out great. But anyway, and then you have when did the Village and Pillage update release? Because that was when it really took off in popularity again. It was a little before then, but it was kind of. I think
it was
2019 when it.
No, it really popped off again with like the S&P Live stuff.
That was like 2019. I remember that. That was 2019. That was fucking great. I loved that.
I feel like S&P Live definitely shot that game up a fuck ton.
That and yeah, that was fucking great.
I miss the S&P Live days, dude.
I remember watching a General Sam video on the fucking Minecraft, and I think that's the best YouTube like video that I've seen like in a while. I laughed so hard at it the first time I fucking watched it. It was such a good video.
I remember the first time I ever saw S&P Live was through JSlat. It was one of the first videos I ever saw through JSlat.
God, yeah, I remember that. That was his whole career stardom thing, because he got it from Carson.
Yeah.
Because, no, literally, I remember the first fucking stream, he was, like, going crazy because Ant Venom fucking told him to suck his dick and balls.
Oh my god! Oh,
he fucking, because J-Shot doesn't like this stall disc, and Ant Venom's like, no, it's good, you can suck my dick and balls, or something like that. And then J-Shot, like, was going, like, fucking crazy, like, talking to himself on a stream and shit. And then Carson and all his friends were like, bro, it's gonna be like, we're gonna go to sleep, and then, like, the next morning, he's still gonna be streaming and talking to himself. It was so funny. And J-Slat's just become the funny guy from then on.
J-Slat, I feel like
I'm a Connor Eats Pants kind of guy, personally.
Connor Eats Pants is pretty cool. I don't really watch his content too much, but he's pretty cool.
If I see it in my feed, I'll check in. I'm a big Ludwig guy.
Ludwig's pretty cool. I watched Ludwig 2 years ago, like on YouTube, before like it was like his channel had like 37k subs, but he was still big on Twitch. He was like just making it into YouTube. I like watched him regularly on there, and then I kind of stopped watching him like a little bit after. But I don't know, he's pretty cool.
I don't mind Ludwig, but to me, I don't know. I don't know what it is with Ludwig, but I don't like watching him anymore. I mean, I don't mind watching him, I should say. I just don't like particularly care enough to watch him that much anymore.
I don't know.
Like
I
his
watched the
chess
commentary
bits. I've been on, dude. I've been on a huge chess group.
channel.
Chess
I
is
don't
fun
know.
to learn.
I tried learning chess, and I just my brain don't like it.
I mean, that's understandable.
My brain don't like it.
I've
But
grown up on
gotta
chess.
run chess.
You want to run
sometimes.
chess?
Dude, we gotta run chess.
That's fair. That's valid. I can't argue that.
We could run chess right now, dude.
We could. That is true.
I saw Magnus Carlsen. One of his friends was like in a chess game, and they had like 45 seconds left, and they were like down. I don't know how to explain it. I don't fucking know chess, but I'll explain it in like Fortnite terms, I guess. His friend was like down at 25 HP on a 2v1 duo solo, and his friend was a solo down at 25 HP, and then Magnus Carlsen like cranked some fucking 90s on the other person's bitch ass, and then like hit the big pot and minis, and then he absolutely one pumped both of them in the head.
I hate
and
that
like
that
absolutely got
fucking
the
No.
Battle Royale.
I hate that
No,
analogy
Magnus.
works.
He basically got
Magnus
a checkmate
has
really
not
quickly
been,
while in a really bad situation.
Well, the tournament going on, Magnus.
Did he forfeit from it again?
Not from the tournament, but I think he lost a couple games recently. I don't know what the
Interesting.
current standings are, or if it's over. I don't know.
I don't know.
He's not doing he wasn't doing the hottest.
I know. It's kind of.
He's on a 2-loss streak for the first time in like 8 years.
Ooh.
So.
I know, like it's kind of cringe, I guess, but the Overwatch World Cup's coming up, and I'm kind of excited for it because I got into okay, but I got into Overwatch like right before COVID hit, and then they didn't do the World Cup until like, they didn't do a proper World Cup until like now. So
Right.
I'm kind of excited for it because the US is the home champions. And I'd like to see I don't know if XQC is gonna be on Team Canada again. He was for the past few years. It's kind of funny. I don't know if one of the streamers I watch a lot is gonna be on Team USA though. He was two-time world champion in Overwatch on the Shock. Just kind of a goated player.
Well, I mean, first big competition for Overwatch 2, so.
That's true as well. It's the first one in Overwatch 2. I didn't really think of that. That's true.
Interesting. Probably not gonna tune in, but.
I don't know. They have the
neat for sure.
what's it called? I don't know. It's like qualifications. I think it's like the 12th of February to like the end of February. I don't know. I might watch a few of them. It's gonna be on YouTube, so I don't know. I'll see. But yeah,
I'm not a big esports guy.
I'm not really either.
No.
Max is actually he watches what's it called, RLCS a lot with like Moist Esports and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know, I've kind of dabbled in the Siege esports viewership.
I used to. I watched the what's it called, the Invitational in like 2019. I watched that at school, and it was actually super hype because they had like the roadmap for the rest of the year. I remember that was cool. They actually added content back then.
I miss old Siege, man.
Yeah,
It's so
they
sad what
they
they did
add
to the
fucking
game.
operators instead of being like, we're gonna remake maps and we're gonna have them be the worst thing you've ever seen before.
The latest map they added sucks.
Oh, big surprise! What is that one? Is that the one that's like a castle?
Kinda.
No,
it's kind of like a castle.
it's the place where the Cali organization, their base.
It's kind of lame.
It's just mid as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I disliked when they moved it from. It's like just a sci-fi shooter now, and like the competitive
Yeah, it's not really
anti-terrorist
grounded in
theme. No.
reality anymore. It's got like its own fucking stupid lore where it takes part in like near future.
Thomas, are we running chess?
Do you actually want to run chess?
Do you want to?
I don't know if can we. I guess if you go to chess.com, you can.
I could
Nick
stream
can
it.
narrate.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. I feel like it's been a good second episode.
Yeah, it's been about
Here
2
are the
hours.
sponsorship plugs that we would have if we were successful and rich and
Now, if
famous
we
and-
if we had a sponsor right now, this is where we'd plug you in, and you know.
No, honestly, most
When-
podcasts plug their sponsor like within the first 30 minutes
Yeah.
because they get more money if they do that.
Should that ever
Right.
occur, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
We're never getting a sponsor.
No,
No,
we're never
it's not
sponsor.
happening.
No.
All right. Yep. That concludes episode 2 of
Good episode.
Goon Squad.
The
Yeah,
Goon
yeah.
Squad podcast.
Till next Thursday, I guess. If we make
Next
it that
Thursday.
far.
Okay.
If,
fine.
yeah, if we're there for that.
If we make it that far.
All right. Sounds good.
Myself. Yep.
Well, thanks for tuning
Okay,
into the
I stopped
Goon Squad
recording.
podcast.